So at this moment, the classes are recorded. Okay, so good morning, everybody. Welcome to KTECH IT Academy, where we help you shape your career into the IT field. Well, today is just an orientation class, so I will ask most of you right now to mute your line, except you have a question. Well, we will have a question session after the presentation. So maybe just keep your questions throughout and then ask them when we are done. So at this moment, I'm going to go ahead and mute everybody. Get everyone here so I can mute everyone. So mute everyone. So Bara, I'm going to make you the host, the co-host, just in case someone joins in and is loud. Please go ahead and mute that individual, please.
That's okay, doctor.
All right, perfect. All right. So right now, all your lines are muted. If you have a question, just keep it to the end, and then you can unmute yourself and ask the question. All right, so welcome to KTECH. Today we're going to talk about the orientation. I have all the questions that you have, and we will answer them for you. So let me.
Doctor.
Yes.
I think the questions can equally be asked through the chat, if they can do that.
Yes, you can also use the chat to send in your questions, and we will address them as time goes on. Right. All right. So, all right. So this module that you're about to do here generally prepares you for the following certifications in Microsoft SQL Server Database Administration, the MSCA and MSCE exams that you can take at the end of this class. So for today's class, this is going to be the agenda. We are going to start off with a welcome word from me, and I'll give an overview presentation of the team. And I'll give room for the members to introduce themselves, say 1 or 2 words, and we will go ahead and talk about what the program is all about, your responsibility as a database administrator. And they will have room for a couple of testimony, people that have gone through the same program like you and are doing extremely well out there. And then we'll open up room for questions and answer. And then after that, the first part of the program is over. You will be asked to take an assessment test, which will decide which batch we're going to place you. All right, so there's some of you here that are already well advanced in the IT skills, and that we might need to place you on a different batch. All right, so after the assessment, we will place you based on the assessment, and then we will go ahead and talk about the schedule. So you have 2 different surveys to take today. 1 is the assessment, 2 is the schedule, right? And then we will decide on that. So put yourself at least 1 hour, 30 minutes for today's orientation. That's all we need. But generally, the classes are 3 hours per session. So the course you're about to start with, it's Microsoft SQL Server Database Administration. Right? This is what it's all about. But before I want to start this, I want to welcome all of you into this program. You're making a wonderful decision to join the IT field. If there's ever been a time that IT is important, it is now. It has actually shown that the IT field, it's one of the fields that can actually withstand all kinds of challenges. We're talking about coronavirus season right now where people are losing jobs. But if you look into those that are in the IT field, most of them have not been touched, except in areas that are directly linked with the virus that's going on right now. We have the opportunity to work from home. Most IT professionals right now are working from home. That's one thing. 2, it's flexible schedules. Most of the time you don't clock in. So you have the work-life balance is well achieved with a career like this. And secondly, the growing number of IT jobs that are coming up, as you're going to see, it's a room for you to actually join the train and make sure you get the best training to tackle tomorrow's job demand. We are living in a world where data is growing exponentially, and that's why when you think about an IT field, database administration becomes the first thing to join the IT field because everything begins with data. You know, it doesn't matter what you're doing in the IT field. At the end of the day, you are always connected to the data. So if you understand the database, it gives you a solid foundation of how this works. And you can always spread your wings and move into other areas of the IT field, but at least this is a very good starting point for you, with also very good career perspective, job stability, and the financial reward is tremendous. So database administration, what is it all about? It is a Microsoft SQL Server relational database management system, right? And this is actually designed to manage enterprise databases. Well, for every single one of you, you are already a database administrator without knowing. All of you have phones, and in your phone you have phone numbers, you have WhatsApp, you have Instagram image pictures. All those information that you have on your phone, you would not like to wake up one day and you lose all your contact. You want to make sure that that contact is protected. The data on your phone is there, even when you switch your phone. Now, how do you make sure that that does not have that if you don't lose that? By figuring out how you can back up that information. So when you switch from one phone to another and you use the same Gmail that you had on the other account, the contact information is imported into that. That's how you manage data. Now, that is just at an individual level. Now, think about it now at enterprise level, where we're dealing with hundreds and millions of accounts and users. Now, you need an individual that will come in there and manage that information. So, in a nutshell, every single one of you is already a database administrator without not even knowing. You know, so this course is actually designed to help people that are aspiring to join the IT field, or people who just want to change their career and do something different, right? If you want to become a database administrator, this is the right field for you. Now, we hope to those that are aspiring to join the DBA, database administrator, or aspiring developers, data scientists, data analysts, data engineer, or if you're just trying to change your job, look for a different career, this is the right field for you. So this is designed to actually target these kinds of individuals. So what are some of the responsibilities as a database administrator? What are you supposed to do? Well, I already talked about the fact that all of you are already database administrators, but then your job is to ensure the smooth running of the organizational database management system. You want to make sure that the data that you are in charge of is protected and is available when the company actually needs it, right? You are also in charge of the security, making sure that only authorized users have access to the database, right? You don't want a situation where someone gets access to the database that is not supposed to, right? What if a disaster happened? For example, flood, fire disaster, whatever kind of disaster, accidental deletion of database. You want to make sure that the individual that's in charge of the database should be able to bring it back, right? Recoverability of your data. So you want to have someone that can work in making sure that that works. Now, you will be involved in planning the architectural design of a database. Someone walks up to say, hey, you're the database administrator. How can we plan for a good architecture to host our databases? Your job will be to work with the management team and come up with a good architecture to host the company databases. And so you are responsible for making sure that it runs according to specifications by performing maintenance, a regular maintenance on the database. For those of you who are very keen, you'll realize that every 2 a.m., depending on what time zone you are, WhatsApp takes a backup of your messages. Why does it need a backup? You know, that's regular maintenance of your data. You know, it backs up the data so that if something happens, you still have those messages on your WhatsApp. Even if you lose your phone, you were to change your phone, that information is not lost. Now, one thing I want to let you know is that database administrators are in high demand nationally as well as internationally. Every single company that you find out there has a database. every single one of them. It has a database. And it all depends on how big the database is, if a database administrator will be required to manage the database, or it will be managed by a third party. But rest assured that every single company out there has a database. Now, how stable are the jobs in this field, the job market for database administrator? We are in high demand nationally as well as internationally. Now, the figures that are listed here are salaries for database administrators in the US. It might vary in whatever country you reside in, but these are some of the figures which are substantiated by some of the sources I'm going to show you later on. But you see that once you are done with this training, generally my trainees, because you are not a student, all of you are trainees. This program is a trainee. It's more like a traineeship. So all my trainees leave with an average salary of $80,000 to $120,000 on average, right? So you start off as a junior database administrator with this amount, and it can the figures can easily climb up. Working in this field for 6 months to a year will qualify you to work to get a job as a senior database administrator, where you can easily make up to $140,000. Right? Well, there's a lot of career perspective where you can actually move on to. You can move on to become a database manager, a data scientist, cloud computing. We all offer all those different courses, senior database analyst, and so on. So once you have established a good foundation in database administration environment, you can easily move up the scale, right? Now, these are some of the links that I found online, giving some of the figures to justify what I just showed you here. Now, you go on the Glassdoor, database administrator nationally, on average, makes about $93,000. These are figures that you can also make the research yourself and find out. You know, on Glassdoor, it places you at that amount. Now, if you go on the US News website, it puts you around roughly an $87,000 annual salary, averagely. Now, this average, it's generally you always have the 25 high earners, as well as the lower side of it. So, but on average, that's the amount that they make. Now, this is also a survey done by one of the good guys in the field that collected respondents. So far, 2017, 900 people responded. 2018, 941, as well as 509 responded in 2020. Then they give a rough estimate of how much they make in the field, and we deduct here the average. You can clearly see here that most of the figures are around the $100,000 and above as average salary for database administrators. Now, when you are thinking about a field, the investment you put into the field, you need to compare that with other areas of studies. Now, these are top IT jobs that I picked up in the US, and how do they compare with database administration or database administrator? Each one of these here requires roughly 5 years of studies at the university, involving hundreds and hundreds of thousands of student loans. If at all you can pay it by out of pocket, but that's how much you're going to pay. On average, a 4 years degree program in the US is nothing less than $30,000, right? And it takes you roughly 4 years to complete that. But there we are with database administrator, and it's a highly specialized program that compares very much with other programs, you see? So that's an indication to tell you your return of investment, how much you're putting into the program and how much you're likely going to make compared to other programs and the time that you invest. Now, this has not even been factored in the loss of income that you incur through a degree program, right? If an individual makes $100,000 per year, and then you lose $100,000 per year because of a 5 years program, we are talking about $500,000 difference in income, right? But am I saying that having a degree is bad? No, it's not. It's good to have a degree. But what I'm trying to say is that you have to factor in all this to see your return of investment, right? In whatever. So it's important that you have a stable job and you acquire whatever education that you have. So look at that and think about it. Now, as far as the course outline is concerned, I'm going to skip this because it's very long, but every single one of you will get full course details, the syllabus for the entire program. This program is very specialized. Like I said, this is specialized education, which require you to put in quite a lot of time and effort to go through successfully. And I always say this clean and clear from the beginning for every single one of you that is interested in taking this class. You will not be successful here if you don't have time. If time is a problem for you, then don't invest your money here because you're going to lose it. It's going to be lost investment. So if you decide that you want to invest, make sure you have time for it, right? Because it is highly specialized and we require you to do quite a lot within the time that you will do us. Right? I always make sure that you know what you're going into before you sign up and then you end up not having time to dedicate for the program. Now, what is our expectation for this program? Now, we expect you to be in class, of course. Even though it is a virtual program, we expect that you should be in class, right? You need to be in class. Secondly, at least you should attend 95% of the classes. It's always going to be a time where something comes up and you are not able to make it. Well, then you have to rely on the recording videos. But we at least expect you to attend 95% of the classes. And then do your homework and projects. There's going to be a lot of homework and there's a lot of projects. Every single one of you will be assigned to a group. And within your group, you will have group projects, group homework that you need to complete within a specific time frame. So make sure that you do your homework, do your group work, right? And we expect active participation during interactive sessions. Right now, I'm the only one talking. But during class, we expect every single one of you to be talking. Give your feedback, interact in class. Make sure that you learn and understand the stuff. That's what is important. And we promise you, we will give you 100% attention and participation, and we will give you a brighter future, right? We will make sure we help you, we accompany you throughout to make sure that you are successful in this business. Now, how long is the program? Most of you have asked this question. How long is the program? This program is a 6 to 7 months. You need to know that it is a 6 to 7 months. You will not complete this program before this, right? I know some of you must have seen courses out there that promises you a 2 month or 3 month program, but at KTECH here, you will be with us for 6 to 7 months, intensive, because that's how much we have to impact in you. The amount of knowledge that we have, we cannot compress it. This program, what we offer is a 2-year degree program, but we compress it within 6 to 7 months. So it's already a crash program. So don't ask me to crash a crash program, right? So it is already crashed. So you cannot complete this within less than this amount of time. You need this time to dedicate. Well, the dates here are not correct. This is actually from the last class, but you will be here for 6 months. So if you count from today, this is September 5th, 6 months from today, that will be the time that you'll be completing the program. Now, we said 7 months because there is a 1 month dedicated for purely interview and project preparation, where we will grill you on a one-to-one basis to make sure that you get mock interviews, have a feeling of how it is to sit down with an interviewer, right? So we need that preparation. And within that time, within these 6 to 7 months, 2 months for intensive, so I talk about 2 months for intensive project and interview preparation if you combine both, right? So Generally, within 5 months, we should be done with the fundamentals of the training, and the rest of the time is dedicated for this. And this is the most important part of the program. Some people attend this program, and towards the end, then they just give up. And I find it very funny, because then you have actually missed the most important part of the program. This is what will give you the job. It's not the fundamentals. Fundamentals, you can learn it everywhere online, right? For those who are sharp, you can go online and learn it. But what makes the difference is this project and interview, because the projects are real world projects. These are not random projects that we just pick to make sure you understand the stuff. No, these are projects that we derive them from job site, from previous trainees, from myself, and from other people in the field, and we build this project for you. So take them, very, very important. Now, certification. Yes, you will be required to take certification. Is it a requirement for you to have a job? No. It is. Certifications are important for your career advancement. And for most of you that are out of the US, it is a must for all of you, right? Because here in the US, certifications are not important. We get jobs with no certification at all. What is important is the skills that you acquire during the training. But some countries actually require proof that you have the certification before you get a job. So if you are not in the US, you need to figure out how it works out there, and we will encourage you to take the certification. And we do have certification questions and answers that will help you pass the certification. And for every single one of us that has taken this certification, it's been a 100% success rate. I've not seen anyone that's gone through our certification material and has failed the certification. Nobody. So we have the best material for you, and it can be taken at any time. Feel free to reach out to us. We will provide you with the material free of charge to be able to take the certification. Now, what are the benefits of taking the classes with us? One, we provide you certification material worth over $400 free of charge. Two, we don't work with free licenses. We work with professional licenses that you need when you finally get the job. The same license that you use in a real world environment. One license of an enterprise edition will cost you $15,000, right? That's how expensive the licenses are. You will get those licenses free of charge. We give it to you free of charge. Now, all the books that you need for this program, we provide them for you also. The electronic copy, not the hard copy. We provide you the electronic copy free of charge. Well, if you want to buy the hard copy, you can go ahead and do it yourself, right? You will get hands-on training with very experienced database administrator. Every single instructor that teaches at KTECH it's a database administrator in the field. So we don't teach theory, we teach the practical thing, right? So you get it from the real people, right? So access to all the videos. We have a whole database of all the videos that we've taken in this class. We will provide you access to all those videos. You can also watch videos prior to the class. Once you join and you pay your down payment, you have access to all those videos. At least you can learn ahead of the class to make sure you get a better understanding. Now we will help you when you're done with your resume building and editing, if you have an existing resume. And you get a chance to join our network full of hundreds of good database administrators that will advise you at any time. So you are covered, right? We have a lot of people that join the field, and whatever problem they have, you throw in the community, there are hundreds of people that are willing to help you. So you are joining a community that will build, made up of people who are genuinely there to make sure that you are successful, right? So don't expect that the instructors will only be the only one to help you. There are so many people that are out here willing to help you. Now we will place you under a mentor, every single one of you. We have a mentorship program that helps you, guides you. Someone that has gone through this program knows how difficult it is to go through this program, that will navigate you and help you, support you to make sure that you are successful. These are some of the benefits that we provide for you. Of course, interview training, preparation and material, and on the job support for at least 6 months after you get your job. right? You have that free of charge. You know how much it costs a consultant to sit down with you for 1 hour consultancy if you get a job? It's not less than $75 per hour, right? But we provide this for you free of charge. We have lifelong learning programs offered every Tuesday where we get experts in the field that come in and give a talk on any important topic. All this is free of charge for you. You can access that. So you have enough to make you successful. And we do also offer conferences, booth events that will help you actually improve on your knowledge, right? So, of course, all the materials that are available on our website, you get that free of charge. So these are all the benefits that you get when you join the program with us. And for all subsequent programs that we offered at KTECH, automatically you have a certain amount, dollar amount reserved for scholarship for all the trainees that have gone through our program. So if you see any program after this that you like and you want to take it, reach out to the management team. There is a scholarship reserved for you to take that program, right? It might be a full as well as a partial scholarship, but there is always going to be something for you, right? So with that said, how much are we charging for this, right? All these, we offer this at $3,000. That's the tuition for the program. Now, you are not entitled to pay this within the next 2 weeks of the training. Once you decide, the deadline is September 20th. September 20th, you'll be required either to pay your down payment or decide not to continue with the program, right? And we will not charge you anything if you decide that this is not anything for you and walk away. So you have 2 weeks grace period to decide if this is really something for you or not before you make any engagement, right? And for those of you who would like to take a 10% discount off the tuition fee, if you complete your tuition by October 31st, you will get a 10% discount, which is $300, right? So this is everything as far as this program is concerned. And I'm going to go ahead right now and give room for a couple of trainees that have gone through this program to give you just an overview of how it was, how they started, and how this program has been helpful for them. All right, stop sharing, and then I will start. I'll see who are those here. All right, so let me see. There's quite a lot of people, so I can't see all the faces. All right, I'm going to start out with Emmanuel first. Emmanuel J. It's one of the product of KTECH. And Emma, if you don't mind, please put on your video so that people can see you. And just tell us how it was for you. Please just summarize it so it doesn't go too long so that we are on time. All right. Emma, are you here? Your line is muted, so we can't hear you.
Hello, good morning, everybody. Future DBs and welcome. First of all, I want to say you guys are making a very smart decision this time. You know, the world is moving towards IT, and database administrator is a very good pick for you. So I, for one, I joined KTECH back in 2018. When I first knew about KTECH, I didn't take it serious. I mean, I was just skeptical. How is it going to work? I was asking a lot of questions. Do I need to have a degree? Do I need to go through the university and stuff like that? Do I need to have the certification and stuff like that? Before I go forward, let me just briefly introduce myself. A lot of stuff. Okay. My name is Emmanuel J. I've been a DBA practically for 2 years, but theoretically for more than 10 years. I'm working right now as a DBA. I've been working with them for the past 6 months. I started my first job with Frontline Insurance in Florida immediately after I graduated from KTECH. So I later on moved to U.S. Department of Agriculture. So I took this course with Dr. back in 2018. Just like you guys are sitting here right now, this is how I took my first orientation in February 2018. So it's a very good course, and we are always there to give assistance, helping you in building your resume, helping you to become better, because as we're talking right now, by September next year, most of you will be DBA and you'll be here to encourage others too. So it's a very good course. I just want to encourage you guys to be consistent, to take your time, study hard with doctor, and you're gonna make it.
Thank you so much, Emma. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. So Emmanuel is right now working as a senior database administrator, started up as a junior, like every single one of you will do, and work his way through. Very dedicated guy, and I love his ambition. All right, so I'll go to the next person. Let me see those that are here. I have Elvis. Elvis, do you mind just giving a brief word about yourself and help encourage those that are got to follow the same path with you? Please, I would like if you can put your video on.
Right.
Okay.
Good morning, everyone. First of all, I want to thank you, Doctor, for the opportunity to share one or two words with the new students. My name is Elvis Som. I'm an IT like database engineer working with United Health Group, and practically I've been in the field for 2 years, like Iman said a while ago. When it comes to just that building the resume, have over 80 years of experience. So I joined KTECH 2018, and I really want to say it has been an exciting journey. It all started like this. Wherever you guys are sitting right now, I don't know what kind of shoes you're putting on. I'm telling you, whatsoever shoes that you're wearing right now, you are ready to go. So just tighten up your belt. Everything is going to come to play, and you will one day sit somewhere talking to some other new people trying to join. Myself and Emmanuel J is doing right now. It is possible. Everyone can make it. You don't really need that much of an IT background, whether you have it or not. But come join this group. As you're here, we all can make it happen. It's not just an individual. So there's no, I don't really have much to say, but I have to say that as far as you guys are concerned, we all looking up for one another to succeed. I mean, as we are climbing up, we're pulling others, because we don't know, somehow we find ourselves on top, and one day we just have to start falling back. Some of you will come past us and we'll be looking up for you guys to actually pull us up again. So it's all a team, working as one another, we're helping each other, we mentor, we try to, I mean, every little thing to make sure that you succeed. I mean, I can't really just continue saying or praising how much it has been of help to me today, but maybe tempted to say it took me maybe a year to get a job, but when that job came, it came with so much. I can tell you that the first job came, and within the first 30 days working, I had another offer. That's just to say, I mean, perseverance and actually working, knowing that this is what I want. It's not about what you already know right now. You maybe you have a degree, a bachelor, a doctorate, you think that you cannot make it in this field. This is just the right time for you to start in another place. IT is the place you can go to right now and be secure. As I'm telling you, I mean, working from home for the past 6 months, started the first week, worked for 5 days in the office, and then they say, okay, go back home. So I've been in the house, working from home, doing my own things. I mean, there's just so much that you can explore at the same time, still learning. So for each and every one of you seated here today, it's an opportunity for you to learn something new. Just know that you are not just a student, you are a teacher today, and you will learn for the rest of your life so long as you are in this IT field. You guys are welcome. Enjoy the ride, and then we are at your service at any time to help you whenever you need help. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Elvis. Wonderful. Another senior database administrator started just like every single one of you, and he's doing very well today. All right, let me go with Melvis. Melvis, please. Melvis, are you here? Okay. Melvis, are you here?
Yeah, I'll come back.
Okay, all right. Okay, so let me see if I have
Please.
another person in class today that should have given, let me look at the list. All right, so, okay. Yeah, I guess so, that's all for today. A couple of people were supposed to come. Oh, yes. So after this, I'm going to go ahead and introduce the members of the team, those that will be accompanying you throughout this program. I'll start off with Norris. Norris is a backbone of this organization. Most of you that are seated here have spoken to Norris, and you know him personally through one way or the other. So Norris, I'll just give you room to introduce yourself. KTECH is what it is today because of people like them. And we are so proud to have them in the team, helping us, making sure that we get the right people on board. All right, Norris.
Good morning, guys. Good morning, and welcome on board at KTECH IT. So, I just want to quickly just tell you my story, how I find myself into the IT field. So, living Cameroon, I was I actually studied electrical engineering. So when I came over to the US, I was a debt collector. You know, call people, harass people on the phone, like pay your debts. So, but here, I had a friend that I studied with in Cameroon that actually came over here and continued with the electrical field. So this guy actually attended school for 5 years. And then when he graduated somewhere in New York, and his first job was like $80,000. So I was kind of like very jealous because being a debt collector, I was making $11 an hour and might be like 1,600 a month. You know, until when I met with Doctor, you know, and then this thing of IT field came to me. So I was like, people, you know, the same thing they are telling you guys today is the same thing they told us, or they told me, that you can make like from $80,000 and above, like you're studying this thing for 6 months. I didn't believe it until when I enrolled myself, studied the thing. At least I knew a little bit of computer, but not much. So actually put some time in it, study it. And then when I got out from the training, I had my first job that actually gave me 80 something, like $85,000. So on this job, my goal was, okay, so since I've realized that this story is a true story, I'll give myself every 5 months, I have to increase $25,000 on my salary. So after 5 months, actually, it was a full-time job. After 5 months, I actually quit. I got another job now. I think the first job was like $40 an hour. The second job was like $52 an hour. So I went to the second job. So now I was talking about from $87,000 to $108,000. So I was there for another 6 months. It was a full-time job. Again, I was there for another 6 months. And then now I said, no, after 6 months, I need to go somewhere else. So I went to Wells Fargo now. So right now I'm working with Wells Fargo. So with Wells Fargo, I did not go in just as a senior database administrator, but as a database engineer. So what I'm trying to tell you guys is this training is very intense. The way I see it, I just feel like back in the days when we were back in Cameroon studying, you know, during advanced level, we have to, they say, burn the midnight candle. We have to study because just because you guys have like all the resources like us, like you can always reach to us at any time for help. We will always be there for you guys, but it also means that you guys need to study because we have seen so many cases in this training that people don't study and they end up like dropping halfway, which is not good to us. You know, we really want to encourage people to actually take the program and then take the program all to the end, because One thing too that I would like to say here is you guys have chosen the right path. Like right now, and with KTECH, I also want to say that you guys, this should be like the luckiest batch, because now everybody's working from home and we don't even know when people are going back to the office. Some of us seated here talking to you have two jobs. Imagine having a salary of maybe $120,000 plus, and then you're having two jobs. At least this is not just because we are trying to brag, but if you guys are opportune to be in a city or state where some people working are there, you can always the opportunity that I say you guys are the most the most luckiest batch is because you guys will be working from home, like maybe studying with your studying group. You can always call us at any time, you're having this problem or setting up this, because we're at home. We can always say, okay, share, like send us a Zoom invite. We can always work with you together to make sure what you're trying to do actually works. So some like right now, I have some students in Houston that are correct, like the guys that are ahead of you guys. They come to my house every day. They come and sit and actually see what we are doing live in the environment. So I think that's a big opportunity for the people, in like when we are working from home. So what I'm just trying to say here is that please, you guys have not chosen the wrong path, but we'll always be here, to work with you all the time. We'll always be here to give you just the good advice. And for us to do that, we actually need you guys to actually show to us that you guys can, you guys are here to do the job or to study it. So I might come back for some other answers, but I know some people that actually reach out to me that I talked with them before they're here today. They actually reach to me and say, okay, Norris, can we actually do this program with having just the employment authorization, what we call work permit? I'll tell you, I can give you that testimony because I came here not with a green card lottery. I actually came here and started working with my work permit. My first job was with my work permit. So on this job, that employment authorization document actually expired. I actually worked again like for 5 months. Nobody asked me nothing. I actually worked like 5 months before I could actually apply for a different one. And then that one came. Nobody, like they didn't ask me, they have never seen it. So I'm just trying to say this because some people that I've talked with them before they're here today, they actually asked me, okay, I have, as you can join it with database administrator, you can do it with the employment authorization. So I might come back again to talk with us here again today, but for now, I don't want to take so much time because we have so many speakers. So let me just cut it short right now. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Norris. That's wonderful. I like the enthusiasm. I mean, it's been an incredible journey, and I enjoy every single moment that I spend with all of you. It's we're changing lives out here through empowerment. We are helping one another, making sure that we hold your hand and show you how it is. And people are making a lot of money here. Like you said, you have people here that are doing. If you have the enough strength to do 2 jobs, why not? You can easily make $200,000 just sitting at home, going nowhere, So it's possible. We are not just saying it. We know people that are doing it among us, and they're making that money. You have $8,000 coming in times 2 in every single month. It's doable. Very, very easy. Anyway, so let's move on to the next person in our team. Today, I'm going to give Barbara a chance to introduce herself to you. She will be one of the instructors for the program as time goes on. Yes, Barbara.
Hi, everybody. Good morning and good evening to those of us in Africa. So my name is Barbara Fozo, and just a little bit about my background. When I came into America, I wanted to be a pharmacist. That was my dream. So one of the reasons why I wanted to become a pharmacist is because I like helping out. I like to be an impact in somebody's life. Until one of my friends came up to me, I was like, Barbara, you don't want to waste 7 years of your life just like that. Join this. And that is how I found myself into IT. And a little bit about my hobbies. I'm just saying this because I'm going to be your instructor so that you can understand me better. So since I got a son, my hobbies changed. So now I'm around work, KTECH, church, and family because I'm a married woman. So what I have to tell you guys as upcoming DBAs is the very first thing is that I want you to take a step. Taking a step means making that decision, because I made that decision too. The second thing is that you need to be committed, right? Norris just told you guys how he used to be a debt collector. I mean, Norris is my mon pied ton pied. We used to be together all the time. I used to see how we used to carry our books to work, even carry our books to even parties in his car all the time. We used to study. So you need to be that committed. And the third thing is that you need to be consistent. That is how serious it is. You need to be consistent in order to achieve. Remember that doctor said what we are offering over like a 2 years degree program. And if we are offering a 2 years degree program in the space of 6 months, then you know what we are talking about. You should be consistent. And the third thing is this: trust your instructors. What doctor is telling you guys here is that all of us are experienced, we are working. So we don't give out what we don't have. So you have to trust us. And now the next thing is that you need to surround yourselves with the right people, right? Because I, for one, when I came in here, I had friends that we were planning to go to the pharmacy school together. And when I started this, they were like, Barbara, we don't know where you are going to. And that has been like 3 years after. And when I talk to them, they look at me as if I came from space. So you need to surround yourself with the right people. Of course, you get discouraging what's out there, but with the right people, you can make it. And now there is this question I want you to ask yourselves: are there jobs out there? Yes, there are jobs out there. The question you should be asking is, are there jobs? Don't ask yourself, can I get a job? So the answer to this question is going to come from the things I've just listed: taking the first step, being committed, being consistent, trusting your instructors, and surrounding yourselves with the right people. And the very last thing I also like to tell you guys is that you are at the right place. You are privileged that you're taking this course with KTECH. One good thing about KTECH is that the father of KTECH, as you see him there, he is a father himself. A lot of times I admire his courage, because he even goes as much as to a student's house if the problem is that bad. So he goes to the student's house. He doesn't miss a student's call. He has a team that he works with. You see, Mr. Norris is also someone that you can really rely on. So the fact that you're taking this program with KTECH is halfway the battle won, because we will follow you up. Once you pay your fee, you can hold us accountable. So as time proceeds, you're going to know a little bit more about me. And I forgot to mention what I hate. I don't like unserious people, and I don't like ungrateful people. So let's get the positivity going, and I'm hoping to see all of these faces in class. Thank you. Doctor, if you're saying something, you're muted.
Sorry, I didn't realize I was muted. Thank you so much, Barbara. I appreciate that. So guys, you guys will be seeing Barbara, very knowledgeable instructor, very patient. She will accompany you throughout this training. Feel free to reach out to her anytime you have a question, going forward. All right, so the next instructor that we'll have in this batch is Foster. Foster is also a senior database administrator in the field, very knowledgeable. Foster, I'll give you room to introduce yourself.
Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. So my name is Forster Chanji. I'm based in Houston, Texas. So I'm a senior database administrator working with a consulting firm here in Houston, Texas called Alliant Group. I've been with the company for 2 years. The 17th of this month will make me exactly 2 years, but I have over 8 years of experience working as a database administrator. So just to tell you a little bit about me, when I got here, coming in a strange land with all the degree that you have back home that is not really recognized here, you had to start somewhere. So I started off as a med tech, administering medications in a nursing home, in a hospital. So gradually, my hope was to become a physical therapist, So during the years while waiting to start my training, my husband was in school. waiting for him to finish because we couldn't all do it at the same time. So, but at the verge of him finishing, a year before he finished his university training, I got news of this program, database administrator. Dr. Kiawe, like, I got so inspired by him and Norris because they took the training before I did. When they told me about it, I didn't take it seriously till it came a time when they actually told me about the salary. This is what moved me into database administrator, the salary. Then I compared the salary that I was going to make as a physical therapist. I'm like, this is almost the same thing, you know, or even more. And it's more relaxed. And the training takes you just 6 months. And after the 6 months, you don't even have a student loan that you have to pay. I'm like, I need to take a second thought of this. It didn't take me but 2 weeks, right? I made that decision. I got me a laptop. I started going online, Googling, wanting to know already what the training was all about. By then, I think the next upcoming class was to take place in a month or two. I already got myself ready. Like, they were like, really? I already got everything ready. Like, that was just how anxious I was to get into the program. And one thing I would like to tell you guys here is just that determination. I think they've said it all. I don't have to overemphasize. But the first thing that I had in mind, like, right, when I took the first step was just that determination. I was determined when I got in the program. And I never stopped till I got a job. They will testify to you. I was one of those that my very first interview after finishing the training, 2 weeks or 3 weeks after finishing the training, I got my first interview. The first job I applied to, I got the first interview and it landed me a job. So just to tell you guys that determination here is the key. So as you're all here, I believe you guys have taken that first step. And after that first step, I want you to have that determination, because if you are not determined, you will not make it. Another thing I will say is consistency. I think Barbara has said it also. You have to be consistent. Even now, I don't go to bed without trying to see how I can refresh in my mind or learn something new, because we're in the IT field. The IT field is an ever-evolving field. New things are coming up every day. There's always something new that comes up every day. And being in the IT field, it's good to always know those new things, because things are changing. We're moving from old versions to newer versions. You want to know what is in the newer version. Also, being an instructor, right? Your instructor, what I want from you guys is just that willingness to learn. Be anxious to learn. Be anxious to know. Be willing to learn, because we cannot force that knowledge in your head if you are not willing to grab it. I, for one, I was on my instructors every day. If I had an issue, I make sure that issue is resolved. I make sure they attend to my issue, I need it in my brain. That is just how I want you guys to be. Be anxious and be willing to learn, so that we can give you guys all. Like, we are not just teaching, but we're going to be teaching from a live environment, from the experiences that we have at work. Because most of us, like, we got the training, but we did not really have that live working environment. Like, what you're going to be seeing in this class is just going to be like your work environment. When you start working, it's not going to be anything different from what we're going to be training you here. So I would say, grab that opportunity, put in your best, don't stop till you get a job. And even getting a job is just a starting point of your learning. Because when I got the job, I learned, or I tried to learn or teach myself more than when I was taking the course. So another thing I will say is, we don't only going to be teaching you, but we're going to be mentoring you. Right now, I'm an instructor at KTECH, but I have lots of students that I mentor. I have students that reach out to me on a daily basis. I connect with them. They show me their life environment. I help them out to solve their problems, see them through the difficulties that they are having. So we don't only teach here, but we mentor you. So we try to give you the very best. That is, if you are willing to learn. if like you've taken the decision, what I'm saying is you have to be determined, you have to be consistent, you have to be willing to learn so we can give you our all. So as time goes on, you'll get to know me better, but I'm hoping to see all these faces in class, and I'm hoping to give you I'm hoping to give you my all, and knowing that you guys are there and you're willing to learn and you're willing to grab it. Thank you so much, and see you in the subsequent classes.
Thank you so much, Foster. Foster, very, very patient person. She will treat every single one like her own kid, you know. She will take time to make sure that you understand things. Please reach out. All these people are very, very available for you, and make sure that you are successful. So I'm going to go ahead and introduce someone again to you. It's Milton. Milton is actually a trainee from this batch, from the last batch, done very, very well, and will be helping you with some of the tutorials, some of the topics that you guys are having issues. I will bring him in here to actually help you. So Milton, I'll give you a chance to actually introduce yourself, please.
Thank you, Doc. Can everyone hear me?
Yes.
Thank you. Good morning and good evening to everybody. I'm very excited to be here today and to have a moment to talk to you about my IT career journey, and of course about KTECH. I'm going to spare you with the rest of the long stories about how I got into IT, because I've been in IT for over 15 years, but I haven't done this other part of IT way back from Cameroon, working as a computer technician. But a little bit about my IT journey here in the US. When I got here, I've done different positions, starting from help desk to desktop administration to desk side engineer to senior end user technician, where I work for Pearson. Those of you that will be taking certifications in the Pearson View Testing Center, I work in their corporate office for 2 years and a half in Columbia, Maryland, where I was actually supporting that office. Right now, I'm so excited because Barbara and Foster has been my teachers, and they're still my teachers. I do bug them a lot. They will tell you that. Yeah, I really do bug them a lot. I've not had a chance to meet Mr. Norris, but I'm happy that I'm seeing you today, sir. And trust me, I'm gonna be on your neck, and that's how the journey continues. I'm going to be your instructor. I'm going to do what I will call it, laying a foundation for you guys, because I will be teaching you introduction to computers and basics for those that have issues with that. That's what I'm going to be taking. And secondly, I will be doing tutorials and where I will actually have to help you link up why we are laying that foundation, and then to help you link it up to where we are and where we are going to as database administrators. It's been a wonderful journey, and I spoke with Doc, and I wanted to quickly share my screen, because sometimes, let me know if you see my screen. Sometimes people have a lot of questions, and I just wanted to continue to say, there is the government office in the US called the US Bureau of Labor Statistics. I did do a contract with them sometime 2 years ago or 3 years ago, and that's how I knew about them, and they keep every statistics as far as job is concerned in the US. And I wanted to bring it down to database administrator so that you guys will see this so that you know that it is not coming from KTECH. This is what Doctor was presenting. These are government statistics in the US. And they said this pay 93,000 is the median pay. If you read on this website, they'll explain to you what the median pay means. Median pay simply means that in a company, they'll look at an average of the whoever is taking higher, and then the other person that is taking low, and then they look at the middle figure. So, and the most interesting thing here, they say typical entry level, yeah, it's a bachelor's degree, but I will tell you again from experience, I don't have a bachelor's degree. The reason why I'm not DBA today, because I was stupidly thinking about that bachelor's degree when I first came here. But I have an associate degree in cybersecurity, but don't pay attention to this. And I can tell you that for sure. There are a lot of our graduates that have done this that do not have that. But the most two interesting thing was this first and second one that said work experience, they say none. And so by the time you graduate, by the time Foster grill you through grill you through replication. It will give you a lot of work experience. I'm currently going through that way. Doctor grill you through setting up your VMs, which is what is obtained out there. You're gonna have all of this as work experience, and I can guarantee you, if you know how to turn all your class projects into work experience, trust me, you will get a job like never before. And you can see on the job training, they also say none. So this is very important. It is not KTECH statistics. So it's government, US government statistics, and please go there, take your time, look at what database administrators do. There are tabs here. What do they do? Where sometimes doctor has told us some of these things, and I was very impressed when I saw it on this website, the duties of what database do. I'm not gonna read any of that to you, but take your time, do your research, and you can see where you can work as database administrator with the different percentages. And I'll tell you, inside all of this, everything comes in there: health company, insurance, government, and everything. It falls under here. And don't be surprised, even restaurants now, big restaurants need database administrators to handle a lot of data with the way life has changed over the world with pickups and other things. So what I'm just trying to say that the market is there, the jobs are there, and I can guarantee you how to become one. Doc also mentioned this education and certifications, which I'm not gonna go there. Pay again, and you can see the pay here from data processing, hosting, and related services. Please take time, go here, just Google it, BLS, Bureau of Labor Statistics, go to search, type database administrator, and then it's gonna take you to this side, and then you look at whatever you want to look. You can see it right here. So that's a little bit of what I wanted to share to you, and just to say you are in the right place, and I'm going to be your instructor for computer basics, and please feel free. And I'm also going to take tutorials probably for some of the topics in SQL Server, and take time to reach out. I don't know if a lot of people here know me, but Doctor knows me. I'm someone that I'm super, I make myself super available to what I love, and I commit most. IT is my life. IT is what I like to do at all times. Even when you have computer problems in KTECH, please feel free, reach out, and then we can figure out something. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much, Milton. And for those of you who are here who eventually take the program and you have not bought your computer, Milton runs a company, focuses on hardware, computers, and all that. So if you need any question linked with buying a computer, what type of computer you need for this training, please feel free to reach out to Milton. He will advise you, give you the right tip on what you're supposed to do, all right? He's there in the forum. I will ask him to send his number just in case anyone needs his services. He will help you with that, all right? He knows what we need at KTECH, so whatever he recommends, you will be able to get the right software, hardware for you for the program. All right, so the last person on the team that I want to introduce, most of you have actually spoken to her. She's actually the brain box behind all the social media that you see on KTECH, all the YouTube channels, and all the responses that you get on when you contacted us through the applications, the apps that we send out. So I'm going to introduce Bella to you, and the interaction doesn't just end right now throughout the training. If you need anything linked to the program and you don't have any of us involved or available to help you, she will be there to actually help you with that. Bella, please.
Good morning to everybody. Christabel Bella is the name D. So everybody, you're all welcome. And the good thing is this orientation, the last time, because I'm like a DB in the making, I'm not yet a senior level kind of DBA yet and all of that. I think what makes this one different is because you also have somebody like me who is not yet a guru, who is not making all that money yet. But there are some key things I want to just talk with you or share with you that kind of helped me. The first thing is, you know, in life, they always say that a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a step. So if you made that step to, you know, attend orientation today, then you are on the right footing. So back home, I did geology. So when I came here, I started doing petroleum technology because I had this dream, you know, of maybe working with an oil and gas company, making all this good money from oil and gas. And it wasn't going the way I wanted. And then I switched, and as everybody always says, oh, nursing is key, do nursing and your life will never be the same again and all of that. I started doing nursing and I'm like, I don't even think I like it. With COVID around, you know, and everybody being home, I got in contact with a friend and he said, oh, you can do this, you know, I've been doing this IT thing and he's been here for a year and he's making good money. And I was like, maybe, maybe not. But trust me, this last 5 months or almost 6 months that I started doing IT, my life has not been the same again because I know that I'll work from home when I'm done with my training. And I'm gonna tell you the truth. This money that they call is really good. It has been hard. There are days that I had sleepless nights, but is it worth it? Like what I learned, like when I started, I haven't worked in any IT related thing. I was just like a science inclined student, you know, who had maybe the dreams of getting into the medical field and all of that. But guys, if you can think it that, okay, I think let me do this training. If you can really think it in your mind, then, and you start this program, you can do it. It's going to be hard. Trust me, you have sleepless nights. You'll be like, oh my gosh, I don't think I've mastered this thing. But the good thing is the team here, they are really kind of understanding. Doctor, like everybody is saying, he will listen to you, walk through even your frustration and all of that. If you can really think it, you can achieve it. You may really like to maybe, or if you've always had a dream or a vision of maybe working for some other person or some other field, you can still do this course and you still work maybe with a medical field like Foster said. She's working with Alliance. Some people, you can still do this training and still work with an insurance company. You can do this training, you still work with a medical field. This IT thing, in fact, IT is the future. And if you want to make this good money, because at the end of the day, people will say, oh, do what you like. But in this thing, you do what you like, you make the good money, you be comfortable, you have a work/life balance. There's going to be a balance. You don't have to bother about doing all the overtime and killing yourself. Because when I came, I used to work at a group home. I was a supervisor there. When somebody calls off, I have to go in. I'll work 16, 17 hours a day. It was tough. My body would ache. I'll come back so tired. Little pay, a lot of hours. You're not even happy. You're grumpy. But if you do this, trust me, and I'm so excited because it's a journey like everybody else was saying. It is a journey. KTECH has been a blessing to me too, because I have some of my other friends, they started their own, you know, like last year, way before I even came in contact with KTECH. They don't have the resources that we have. Like we have webinars on Tuesdays where they teach you how to look for a job and other stuff. And they don't even have those stuff in their own, you know, center where they got their training. So I'm just encouraging you, come with us and you will not regret it. Because like I said, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a step. So keep moving slowly but surely. Because when I came for my first orientation, I said, oh my gosh, this is going to be long, 6 months. My God, that's a very long training. Guys, it's like I closed my eyes and when I woke up, I'm almost done. I can't wait because before the year runs out, I can't wait to be making that money. And I think that together as a family, we can make it happen. Thank you. Over to you, Doctor.
Thank you so much, Bella. So guys, Bella actually runs her TV show. She has a blog and a YouTube channel. Subscribe to her channel and support her. She gives a lot of good tips out there. You know, her channel is out there. Look for her and support her. That's all what we do here in this community. We encourage every single one of you. So I'll just give. I see the people that are invited for testimony here have all shown up today. I'll just quickly give 4 of them, but let's just make it within 1 minute. So we're done with this within 5 minutes. So we give you room to ask questions. All right, I'll go on with Melvis first. Hey, Melvis.
Hello, my name is Melvis Alonzi, and sometime last year I was in the program just like you guys, pretty new, and I didn't really know where I was headed, but I knew I was on the right path because I was looking up to Norris. Norris brought me into the program, and so we did what we did, and it was pretty interesting. And COVID hit us real hard, and applying for the job wasn't that easy. It was a little discouraging, but KTECH being KTECH, they never let you go. So especially doctor, I mean, he's just like a mother. I will not even call him a father because he's really soft. He'll encourage you. I mean, he goes all out, so. And I was lucky to have a job sometime this year, and I'm currently in Alabama. And I just want to encourage somebody else, like, yeah, the course might get tedious at some point, but don't give up, because everything you learn, you're not gonna implement it on your first day at work. It's a process. Like some days you go to work, you don't even do anything. For instance, yesterday was a pretty chill day, and also to let you know, they're never gonna leave you alone. You're gonna have help all the way, even when you're working, because there are days I have tickets and I'm like, oh, I don't know what to do. I'll text Foster, I'll text Dennis, I'll text Barbara, and before you know, the solution just comes in. So it's like a family, it's a team. So I just want to say congratulations for you guys making this step. It's a very big step. Don't let anyone discourage you. I was a respiratory therapist, but I just realized I'm getting so much student loans for nothing. I'm not making that much. I don't like it with COVID, because I think if I was still a respiratory therapist by now, I probably would have had COVID too. But thank God I made a decision. So, well, you are welcome. We are all family. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Melvis. Thank you so much for making it really brief and interesting. I appreciate that. Meg, please bring in. I have Meg here. Meg, are you there?
Meg Samareso.
All right. Let me see.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, yes. Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, good morning, everyone. My name is Meg Vilvins. Just on a lighter mode, just want to say welcome to everyone. And it's a good, you guys happens to be on a good platform trying to move ahead. And the only thing I can tell you, because everyone already said everything all. So just brace up, you're on the right career path, and this is not gonna be a mistake. I can only tell you one thing for sure, Regionally, I'm from Nigeria, and all I would say is I've been able to meet awesome people, through this career path. And talking about Dennis, talking about Norris, Barbara, Forster, everyone, it's just a community of amazing souls and amazing people who are willing to drag you along, starting from the top of the water, which is Dennis. So it takes an amazing soul to want others to be on a successful path as yours. Because I can tell you one thing for sure, when you relocate to this country as an immigrant, it's like you're starting your life all over, and when starting all over means it doesn't matter if you have your degree from Nigeria or Cameroon or, wherever, Wakanda, whatever you get your degree from, doesn't really matter. But you come over here, you're starting your life all over, so, and you're trying different kind of things. You're trying different kind of career paths because you're trying to, we have responsibilities, family back home, parents, everyone looking up to you, counting every day. Oh, my daughter is in America, my son is in America. They don't know what you're going through. You have to deal with documentations, trying to get papers, trying to do a lot of things. It's a lot of hustle, guys. People don't get it, And when you squeeze out $50 and send people to back home, oh my God, it's like nothing. Your brothers are complaining, you just give me $50. They don't understand what you're going through. You got bills to pay. It is what it is, but they don't know about. For you to, like, at the end of the day, that's why I said when most people, that's why everybody's telling you their stories. Some people come over here, they try to be doctor, they try to be lawyer, they're trying to be pharmacist. We all had dreams. I actually wanted to come here and be like Tyler Perry. I want to have because I'm into entertainment. I want to have my own mega studio. I want to do shows, movies. We all had dreams coming here, but when you come here, when that thing punch you, then you will rearrange yourself and know, it's not easy. You'll be looking for, then you will see an entertainer becoming doctor by force or trying to be nurse by force. I'm not a nurse person. I've worked in Northside Hospital 3 months, honey, I quit. My feet was on fire. I said, oh God, is this what I came to America to do? I know countless times I've had to cry on my bed. My husband would be like, you don't have to go. Or I have to go because I need this money. That's why I came to America. I came to look for this money, so I have to get it. So just giving you that little, just for you guys to understand, you don't know where you're going to find yourself tomorrow. Those of you working, just like, no, those of you taking this class, for those in Cameroon or in another country, let me tell you, there are some people that actually come to this country with a company from here bringing them over. I can give you instances like, not instances, I can tell you about like all these Indian people. Indian people happens to be people who are really 100% in the IT field. And it's a very good thing to tell you that Africans are really paving way right now. And that is one of the reasons why this community is very, very exciting, because most of us are all here are Africans, and I know that, with the kind of brain and where we're coming from, because we don't tend to forget. And with this very kind of community that we are in right now, in few years to come, you're just gonna be like, oh, my son is this. Oh, Dennis, is there an opportunity in your company? Oh, Meg, is there? That's the connection. That's how we're gonna grow ourselves. And like I said, Africans are doing amazing. I can't even wait to see what the future holds for us all. So once again, you guys are welcome. Tighten your seatbelt. We got you guys. You're in the right platform. You're on the right journey. You've made the best decision, because honey, you don't want to even come here and become a nurse if nursing is not for you. Don't do that. So I'm glad you're here. IT got you. You can work from home. I'm working from home. I'm chilling. My husband didn't believe I'm going to be working from home in the first place. When I told him about, oh, I want to do all this, he bought me a laptop. I said, you know how somebody just buy a laptop? Man, they'll be like, so no support them. Take laptop. You want for? I will buy it. Take. How is she going to get a job that's going to pay now very well? He's an American. So he went to school, best of school, blah, blah. He's like, he wakes up every day, goes to work. 4 a.m. is out. Me, I just came yesterday from Africa. All these Nigerian girls with their fraud in their head, they want to come. Oh, yeah, you want for laptop? I said, no, just buy me 1 or 2. Okay, take, you go and be deceiving yourself up and down. You gave it to me. Today, when I started making the money, I'm his love. Serious, the love has grown. Oh my God, honey, you're working from home. I'm jealous. I said, you have not started though. You don't understand. I'm a Nigerian girl. We're Africans. Like the hustle is on a different level. You don't understand. So it is what it is. For my women out there, you have family, you have kids. Don't give up. I'm all about the woman empowerment. I have nothing against the guy. I hustle like a guy. I don't see myself as a woman. I'm a guy for real. So bring it on. We're here. We got you guys. I love you guys, and I tend to see you guys. I will pop in your classes sometimes, and I'm all about the good vibes. So I love you guys, and thanks for coming through for this program. Peace out, guys.
Thank you so much, Meg. So Meg has a show also. So follow Meg on Instagram, YouTube, Meg Riders, right, Meg? Meg Riders. Yeah. So you can see Meg is from the entertainment business. She's a DBA today, doing very well. Reach out to her, follow her, and support her in whatever way possible. Last 2 people that I have here, Espoir, who is also a DBA, a product of KTECH. Espoir, please. Let's just be brief within 1 minute so we give enough time for people to ask questions. All right.
Hey, I'm glad Meg did not take the whole hour. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here today to speak in front of you guys. As you guys already know, my name is Espoir. I'm originally from Congo, and I started this IT, or I got into the IT field through Dr. and Norris. So unlike everybody else, unlike everybody else where, they came from different backgrounds they went to school, aspired to be doctors, nurses, pharmacists. Me, when I came to America, I really didn't have a path. I really didn't know where I went to. I just came and let God lead the way. So and then I met Norris and Doctor, and they introduced me to the program. Me and Norris, we actually used to work together. Norris, when he was telling me about the program, I really didn't believe that, you could be making so much money coming from a debt collector, So he got a job, and then I started getting interested in the program. After that, it went on for about 6 months. I approached him, and he led me to Doctor. And without any degree or anything, I took the class. from scratch. I didn't know anything about IT. Today, I am working as a database administrator for the city of Colorado Springs. So I'm saying this just to encourage everybody here. Do not think that just because you don't have a degree or you don't have any IT experience that you will not go anywhere. This is a field that is hugely open. The market is open. There's a lot of jobs out there. Do your research and you will testify what I'm telling you today. So making it brief, I think you have joined the right path. Thank you very much, and I hope to see you guys once again. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Espoir. Espoir is also one of our mentors. So once you guys join, you will be placed under mentorship. Some of these mentors there will be there to guide you through the program. Now, let me give room for our newest baby in the house. KTECH IT is actually being graced with her profile picture right now. When you get a job, we put your picture on our profile until it's taken over by another candidate. You know, so right now, she's been gracing our profile picture, and I'm so happy that she's here today. Sandrine, please.
Hi, everyone. Good morning. And Doctor, I want to say thank you for letting me speak. So it's a very beautiful experience, I must tell you guys. When I came to the US, I was actually doing nursing back home in Cameroon. So when I came here, I was actually going ahead with my nursing. And then Norris, as everybody's giving him the glory, he deserves the glory. He was like, that's not what you have to do. You need to change all of this stuff and go back to, I mean, I didn't know anything about IT. Trust me, I had no knowledge of anything. So he was like, no, you can do this. They'll like walk you through everything. And today I can say, I'm so happy I joined this. I'm so happy I joined the KTECH family because this has pushed me further than the way I thought I would have gone. Yeah, and I joined this program like sometime last year, and by God's grace, this year I had a job with one of the highest, the first and most biggest truck company in the U.S., which is KTECH Corporations in Lincoln, Nebraska, which has they're just three companies in one that they deal with transportation of food and all whatnot, like trucks and tractors and all of that stuff. So it's a good experience because what you actually learn in class is actually what you see in the field. And they go further, not only letting you have the job, but they drill you through that job. So it doesn't matter if you have a job and you're freaking out at work. No, you don't have to feel like you're alone because KTECH has you like in their hands, and they always want you to strive to prove to the world that they're actually giving you the knowledge to give to the people. So it's a very good experience. And I'm saying here that those of you who have decided to join, you have not made the mistake. You have made the best decision so far. And with this decision that you have made, I want to say, keep it up. No matter how hard it is, don't give up. Because once you start trying to give up, that's when you feel defeated. If it comes tough, prove to them that you are tougher than what is coming to you. Because that is what you were meant to do. So I really don't have much to say, but just to welcome all of you and to say you have done the best, you have taken the best decision, and KTECH has you covered.
Thank you so much, Sandra. Now, last word, guys, this is really the last one. I'm giving this to my brother from another mother, John Paul. Hey, the guy at the top, please.
Hello, everyone. Can you guys see me?
Yes.
Okay. First of all, my name is John Paul Wadike, and I'm from Nigeria. Those that knows me, I'm a Nollywood actor back home. You know, I came into this country, and I was a housekeeping. I was working. Doctor was in the company that I was working with. I was working as a what's it called, housekeeping, cleaning up stuff, and Doctor was in the IT department. So fortunately, he talked to me. He saw the way I used to speak, and he noticed that I'm a Nigerian from Africa. So hey, I do this stuff at home. I teach people. I'm a I mean, you know, you teach a lot of people about this. So I took that part. I said, okay, I want to learn this stuff. So from there, I started learning, come back home with my computer. I started learning a lot and everything. You know, first of all, you know how it is when you come from Africa. All of us that come from Africa, the first job we get here is just housekeeping. Either you're working as you are cleaning poop, or you are doing, you're a truck driver, or you are this or that. And again, first thing again, I want you guys to put in the back of your mind is that if you have criminal mind, first, if you have criminal mind, drop that character first, because this field, you have to do people's databases, credit card information, a lot of things. So when I met Doctor, so I get into this field, I'm telling you right now, I earn 100K per annum. Before I used to earn my annual rate is $30,000, even with overtime. But now I work with CentralLink as a senior DBA in my company. So if you're on this moving train, I'll tell you that, hey, you're welcome. And one thing about KTECH is that we don't leave it behind. If you're at work, you have any problem, you don't know how to do anything, pick up your phone, go to the restroom, call. Hey, how do you do this and how do you do that? I remember first time I got a job, Barbara was there. I called Barbara just to type what I know from home. I came to the job, I came to the office just to type open management studio. I forgot it. I had to like, hey, what's that thing to use to connect in database? Like, oh, this is what you have to do. So this is one thing about the good thing is that if you're in this game, you are welcome. And if you're taking this part, I bet you will never regret it. Remember, this job is all about brain. You don't have to go to school for it. You don't have to be a graduate. No, you don't have to be a graduate. If you just learn this thing for 6 months, you are good. Technically, brother, you're making money. So I welcome you guys all to join KTECH. I think I have family here. I have like 4 people in this orientation that I actually introduced. I saw them suffering. I said, hey, come here. Stop doing that your job. Come and do this one. This one will make you money. Before, if you know those that know me, my face was so tiny before. But now, my brother, I dey chop money. Thank you.
Thank you so much, John. So guys, that comes to the end of all the introduction I wanted to. I hope that with this you are inspired, the fire is burning, you want to get this. These are people that start the same like you, and they are doing very well today. I personally took a class also like you. I sat down like that also, and I'm also doing very well today. So you never know where this will lead you to. So this is throughout the program, there are more other people that will be coming in to teach you as the program advances. They are not able to introduce them today, but as the program goes on, we will bring in more instructors. So the way the program is specialized is we bring in the top people on the field to teach certain topics. There's certain topics that you will not have a regular instructor. We just bring in someone who will teach that, and then that was it. So you get the best skills from the people out there. So open room now for questions. Now this is time for us to ask questions. Now let me tell you what this is going to happen. After your questions, we're sending out 2 things for you, which will not be done today, but you need to finish it before the end of today. There is a placement test and there is a schedule survey. So you're going to take your time, take that placement test. Please don't use the computer to answer the question. Answer, because we only need that to know which class you belong to. All right, so if you cheat, then you will place you in the wrong class and you will have it difficult completing the program. So really take it. If you score is 0, it's okay, so that we can place you on the other group, you know, and know, because the teaching methodology is different. All right, okay, so that's it. Let's room for questions. Question, please.
Yes, I have a question. Are you hearing me?
Yes, Natim.
Yes, my name is Tim Fomayo. What is the success rate of your students?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know that? Do you know that yet?
Yes. So we place it right now around 60%. In the this year has really been a bad year for us because of this COVID-19. But in every crisis, we always tell you that in every crisis, the best thing that you can do for yourself is education. Because when the crisis hits and people are losing jobs, the unemployment rate right now is really high. But if you don't train yourself and get the best skills, when the economy recovers, you will be still on the queue to train and get the job, right? So I won't say 60% this year, but in the past, like last year, our placement rate has been around 60%. Well, which is really good because there are always going to be people who don't want to move out of Houston, who don't want to work not of Houston, who will not want to take this work for this company. So you will never have it out, but that is our placement rate so far.
Thank you.
Any question, please? This is the time for you to ask any question. Yes, Ellen, unmute yourself. Your line is muted, so we can't hear you. Let me see if I can unmute her.
Unmute?
Yes.
We good?
Yes.
Okay, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I have a question. My question is the time of the meeting. I don't know if we want something we want to discuss now, or I don't know, or probably after the test.
Yeah, so the time of the meeting is the schedule I'm talking about. We will continue that discussion in the WhatsApp forum, right?
Okay.
So because we normally have different schedule based on, so first of all, we need to first of all know who will go to which group, and then we know the schedule. But we'll send out the schedule for you to vote on. It's never easy to take the schedule. That's the most difficult part of this training. But rest assured, we go by what the majority wants. Right? So we'll do that, and then we'll inform you. But I can already tell you that if the classes are supposed to be during the week, it's going to be anything between 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. within that time frame. If it's on weekend, then it's between the 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. So that time frame. So that's how it's going to look like.
Okay. Another question.
We have 2 classes a week with 1 revision class. The revision class only comes in after a month and a half of classes. Right? So the beginning you don't have revision classes, but after a month and a half of classes, then you have revision. Making it 3 times a week. Yeah.
Sure. Another question. Are we going to be getting like notification through email or via WhatsApp?
We go both. We have email and WhatsApp.
Okay.
So every single one of you that sign up for classes got a student ID log into the platform. We will also leverage the platform to send out information. Right now you can log on. If your admission was approved, then you have an account created under KTECH for students. We will send out information. You will also receive that.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, I have a question.
Yes, please.
All right. So I'm looking at the flyer, and I'm seeing there is a Microsoft SQL Server Database Administration.
Yes.
Then there is a Microsoft Azure Solution Architect Training, and there is AWS Solution Architect Training.
That's correct.
So will the course encompass all these 3 trainings, or because I've been hearing is basically only
database administration.
Database administration, yes.
Yeah. So those are independent courses that we offer. We start up our training from the on-prem database administration, which is what is going on right now. And with advanced knowledge in the IT field, in the database administration, you can go further to take different classes like cloud computing, Azure cloud computing, and AWS. So those are classes that you will only be enrolled in there when you have a good knowledge of IT. Right. So if you, because I saw a couple of people that registered with no IT background, your application will be rejected. We don't admit anyone in that class without an IT background.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Questions, please. Questions. This is a time for you to ask any question that you have. Have the speakers answer all the questions that you might have had?
Somebody is asking question. The person with iPhone.
Hello?
Okay.
I have a question.
Okay.
Yes, please.
Yeah, my question is, what is the nature of the test? Is it like a math test or like a computer test or what?
No, it's not a math test. It's a computer test. We just want to understand your basic computer knowledge. In the past, all the classes, the students have always been in one class, and it's kind of really difficult to have people that are very advanced in IT and then those that are really low, put under same class. So we try to separate them so that the teaching methods are different also. We take the other one slow, because we understand that they have no knowledge. But for those that are already advanced, the speed will go a little bit faster, and they also graduate earlier than the older batch.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
So be honest to yourself when answering those questions. It's okay to score a 0. Right? Okay.
Hello.
Okay.
Hello.
Yes.
I have a question.
Yes,
Hi.
please.
My name is Oluwasei, and I just want to know if you need for somebody to join this academic. Must the person have a IT background, and also the database administration? Is it like a basic of IT, or just what category can you put that? Is it just a foundation of being an IT?
Okay, so the program we offer is not a foundational course. It's not a foundation of the IT, because if it was foundation, we'll be done with this in 2 months, right? So we have the database administration is we offer it from the absolute beginner level all the way to expert level. But the reason why we split the 2 classes is just because of the level of understanding. So eventually we start off assuming that you have no background, and we train you all the way till you're really good in what you're doing. So, but if you look at it critically in the IT field, everything begins with a database. Whether you are a web developer and an application developer, you are always going to connect to the database. So understanding the database, so if you are here, you just know IT. IT is so vast. Like, it's just like you say, I work in the medical field. Someone say, I work in the medical field, but what? You could be a doctor, a nurse, a pharmacist. I mean, it's so vast. So, but database administration is always a very good way to start, because it starts off with the foundation of everything that originates in the IT field, the database, and from there, you can make a decent income just working as a database administrator, or you spread your wings and move to other fields, right? I'm working right now as an Azure solution architect. I started up as database administrator, worked for 2 years, and then I moved on to solution architect. So you can always start there and then move to whatever direction we are. We are here to guide you. If you want to make that decision, we can tell you which field you want to move on to, which direction you should go to. But this program is not just a fundamental course, it is really a full course.
I have a question.
Yes, please.
Thank you.
Yes, I've seen database administrator, Oracle, and some MSN. Which one are you focused on?
We train Microsoft. We are fully a Microsoft shop. Microsoft SQL.
Okay.
So it's called SQL, but it's pronounced as SQL. So SQL database administration. That's what we focus on. Now, of course, there are other relational database management systems out there like Oracle, which are also very good. But if you were to ask my opinion, I'm not going to tell you to take SQL because I teach SQL. I'm telling you because I know it's better. 1, the licenses are cheap. 2, it's user-friendly, and it's very famous. So companies, the possibility of having a job as a SQL Server database administrator is higher than Oracle, but they do the same thing, right? So if you do Oracle, you will still eventually get a job out there, but I'm only talking from the point where I am comfortable with, and I also know that it is user-friendly. It can help you to easily navigate, especially those of you that have no skills. It's easy for you to navigate as a SQL Server database administrator than Oracle, which is mostly code-based. Oracle is mostly code-based kind of training. All right. It's 10:43. If there is no...
Okay. Sorry to cut you off. I'm sorry. Yes. I have a question. Yes, my please. Name is Itohan. My question is this. Are there different certifications that one have to take that sums up to make you a database administrator, or database it's just on its own where you have to take one certification exam to make you a database administrator?
Yes, there are several certifications. There's for database administrator to become Microsoft certified database administrator. you have two certifications to take, right? We guide you, yeah, we guide, once you get to that level, we will guide you on the certification you have to take. For those of you who might transition to different role, we have a whole range of guidance as far as that is concerned. But like I said, our goal here is for you to get the skills and focus on the certification later on. It is important to have a certification, but it's not a requirement for you to have a job, right? I would say 60 to 70% of those that go through this program actually get their certification while already on the field. So it's all up to you to do that. But we have a link to guide you on the type of certification to take. There are generally 2 certifications for database administration, and for other programs, we have other different certifications.
All right, thank you.
All right. Okay, so, all right. So if there's no further question, I will, is everyone that is here part of the orientation WhatsApp forum? Is there anyone that's here that is not on the WhatsApp read-only group? That group is read-only anyway. After this, we'll dissolve it.
I'm not in the group.
Okay, I'm going to send my phone number here. Send me your names. You can go on our website and register so we have you on our group, because most of the communication now, as far as planning and even the schedule that I'm about to send right now, will be sent through that link, through that group.
All right.
I'm also going to send it here on the chat for those who are here to take the schedule, but the placement test will be sent through that group. Please take your time, go through the placement test, take it, and then we will gather all the results and we'll reach back to every single one of you, telling you which
Somebody sent the message through the chat.
Yes.
Yes. Let me send the first one here so that you have all of you.
No, somebody asked the question.
Oh,
Truth.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, I cannot text. So follow up with the previous question on IT background. How do you make a resume appealing as to guarantee a job starting from scratch, absolute zero experience and IT background? Very good question. So the way this normally happens is this. The training here is not just a theoretical training. We actually make sure that you work on real world experience projects. So from day one, your project starts from day one. So you look at the training here more like an internship. That's real practical work. First of all, we build you a real world environment. So we transform your laptop to look like a corporate environment so that you are able to take the same kind of project that we are doing at work, right? So secondly, you're only going to work on projects. So everything we do in class, there's a project that accompanies that. So when you finally finish and you are applying for jobs, you can literally defend those number of years of experience because you have actually done the training. And you will actually see that we tailor our training to really match the job market. It's highly specialized. And out there, it's fully fine. The job market, everyone understands that people do change jobs. So even if you came from a different field and then you are now into database administrator, the fact that you can defend those, you switch job, nobody will question you that. Nobody will give you a job if you have 10 years of experience on your resume and you cannot answer a single question, right? Or if you have all the certification that you cannot answer a single question. So what makes people believe you is your interview. And that's why we've put a lot of emphasis on the interview training to make sure that you are comfortable with the training and you're able to answer a question. So that's how we work on your resume. The project that we put on your resume are projects that you have actually worked on throughout the training. All right? Okay. So question? Nope. Okay. So let me go ahead now and send out the schedule, which I expect I will send it here and also on the WhatsApp forum. So please go ahead, take the survey, provide us with a good schedule, the one that matches your work schedule. Once we've taken the placement test, we will know which group to place you and we'll know which schedule you fall on. All right, so this is it here.
Hello, sir.
Yes, please.
Hi.
Yes.
Please, how do I join the WhatsApp group? Because do I have to go register first before I join the WhatsApp group?
You can do that, or you can also text me and I will put you on the group, but I still need you to register, to go to our website and register.
Okay.
All right, so I've sent the survey here. That is the schedule, the days that we propose for the classes. And I'm going to go ahead on our WhatsApp forum. I'll also send it there.
All right, thank you, sir.
All right, so since you are here, you're not yet in the WhatsApp forum, click on that link and take the survey. It's just a couple of questions. Should be done in less than 1 minute. And then let's see this. And then I'm going to do that also on the WhatsApp forum. This one here. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. So that is it. So with that said, guys, if there's no further question, I want to thank all of you for taking time today to speak with us. We hope that we have motivated you enough, and you still have at least 2 weeks. Even if you have not made up your mind, you have 2 weeks free classes to take the classes once we start offering them, and then decide whether this is actually something for you, right? Without any strings attached. So with that, I want to thank you so much. Reach out if you have any question that was not answered today, you would like to talk to us, reach out. And I look forward to seeing you when we set up the schedule. So hopefully we're able to get that done so you guys can start classes as soon as possible. Generally, we start the week that follows, right? So we'll work on that and we'll tell you exactly when the class will start, probably before the end of this week or latest next week. Beginning next week, the classes will start.
Thank you.
All right. All right. Bye. Have a nice weekend.
Thanks.
All right. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Right.
Bye. Bye. Thank you so much.
Bye. Thank you. Bye.